Welcome back. I'm making a Minecraft map. Wild idea. I usually don't do a whole lot of creative mode stuff, but I just wanted to kind of make a video and share the progress, I guess, like a developer log or something. I don't know. So the theme or the style is going to be like a what does not belong. Probably like extremely outdated, but yeah, I'm really tired. I just got done with a long run. 55 kilometers, or about 34 miles, and I'm tired, but I still have a little bit of energy left, so I shall explain what I've done in the short amount of time I've worked on it. So it's a what does not belong map, which basically means you have to select the item that doesn't match the others in some aspect, whether that's visual, gameplay, sound, etc. So for example, I have made this one. I will try not to spoil too much of the game, or what I've made so far over here. But yeah, so the way it works is you press the button, and let's say it's this one, because I'm really dumb and tired and I can't think. Oh no, I got it wrong. That's not the answer. What a shame. And then you can keep guessing until you get it wrong, or right. So yeah, that one's right. This is a testing, I guess, a module, which I copied over and changed a little bit, so it's not the most up-to-date version. But let me go to let's go to the first one. This one is a mostly completed area, so we can select that. This one is the correct answer because it is red, and as you can see, we have a text box that shows, or a little text message that shows up. It's the only nether ore out of the group here. And if you were to, for example, get it wrong, you wouldn't see the door open, and you just have to keep guessing till you got it right. And if you look over here, you can see my trivia level. I'll probably have to change that to something else, or maybe not even have it display. But it's meant to be played in adventure mode. So if I do XP, add -100 billion, I have 0 levels, and I get the answer right. Let's say this one. I now have 10 points, or that much XP. I'm actually trying to, or at least the goal is to set up like a shop, so you can spend those points on cosmetics and or weapons of some kind for some sort of combat trial. So yeah. So you go back into creative mode, and let's say the game is too hard, ignore that. Or you want to hint. My hints are not going to be all too practical. Might be, you know, references to something. Or I might just make fun of you. That's very much in the spirit of the game. So you press the hint button, and you don't get a hint for this one, because it's the first one. I mean, for me, I played Minecraft for, like, I want to say around 10 years, 10 plus years. So it should be obvious, but you know, yeah. So when you enter you get your gen points, and I also made it so if you get it right again, if you keep pressing it, you don't get more points. So you can't can't try to rig the system and, you know, double get your points. But so imagine I only have 10. Let's actually do that, and then so I have 10 points, so I got the first one right, and then this one. So again, you can ask for a hint if you like. There's no consequence for getting a hint, and this one says it looks clear to me, referring to the fact that you can see through the glass. So the answer would be this one, correct. And so for these rooms, every room past the first one, the door behind you will close. So if I press this again, you can see that one closes. That way you can't really go back and somehow cheese the room. But yeah, that's kind of how the process works. If I just go down here to the mechanics and kind of explain my thought process and thinking behind how to logic my way through this. So each of these command blocks has a command. Wild idea, I know. And this one is these are the wrong answers, so the ones that don't have a chain command are the wrong answers. If, unless I have something else planned for them, but mostly, yeah. So for the wrong ones, it basically just says run a title, or title slash, that's wrong, bold, italics, and then the color, red. Red is usually a bad color. So that'll play right on your screen in the center, and it'll last for a few seconds just to tell you you're wrong. I think I might end up adding like a note block or some sort of sound cue. I'm not entirely sure. Hopefully all my sounds are correct. Wardens, there's a warden somewhere down there, so yeah. Oh, okay. So yeah, those are the wrong ones. Let me go on to the correct one. So the correct one will go and tell you, or it'll actually execute block. So -3 over, 1 up, and then 4 to the coordinates. That'll set a block of andesite. Or no, my bad. Okay, let's start over. So this will execute if one of these blocks is andesite. I believe it's this side. So if one of these blocks is andesite, it will execute a command within that command block, telling me or giving me 10 points. So that'll be the XP system that I'm using. So that's how I do it for this one. So it only detects if there is andesite in these 2 slots, or one of these 2 slots. And that's why when you do it again, it doesn't give you more XP. So yeah, next one is going to be a chain. So I believe how chain commands work is that, or chain command blocks, is that it reads the previous one, and then it basically sends a signal through like a kind of like a redstone clock, or kind of like a redstone tower going down. But you don't need the redstone tower because it just reads the previous signal. But yeah, so once that happens, it sets that block to air, and then within the same game tick, so this all happens in like 1 tick. It all happens in 1 tick, so that gets, you get your XP, the blocks disappear, those blocks get placed, the text shows up on screen, and yeah. So yeah, you get the XP, gets replaced with air, the block above it gets replaced with air, and then you are given the text saying you are correct, and it's in green. Green's a positive color, usually means you did good. Then you go to this one, and this is replacing the blocks in the previous door or room with andesite for 2 of these. That way you can't go back. I had a different system, but it was just finicky and it didn't really work all too well. And then it gives you the reasoning behind why that answer is the answer. Some of them are a little more absurd, or I guess you could say not as easy to identify, which I can probably show you one example without giving it away too much of the puzzle. But once it's done, I will try to find a way to release it to the public, or release it to some sort of a download page. But yeah, I'm still thinking about decor and all that. This one is the first level, is right? Okay, so that's basically how each room works. And then we go to the start. So if I do /kill, whoops, to unalive myself, we spawn in this room. So this is going to be the spawn of the room, and we have a few menus. I have not set up the rules for this one yet, so we have play and quit. So if you want to play, you press that button. If you want to quit, for some reason you just log into the game and you don't want to play, you can press this button, and it will turn you into adventure mode. You got it wrong because for some reason you want to not play despite you downloading the map, and yeah, you're just gonna survive here, or I guess die, until the zombies all burn because there's no roof. Well, I should probably somehow figure out a way to make them have less health or something. But yeah, that's the little prank. I did originally have it as lightning. You just get struck by lightning a lot, but that wasn't as fun. So yeah, I got the rules, which I still need to add, and then the play button. And then we also have this hint. This is basically just to mirror the like all the other rooms you'll see. So it kind of looks like that. I should probably change that though. For some reason it just doesn't feel right. Also, this guy's still here because he got stuck in the door. I got the hint here. The hint doesn't work. Tell me I gotta go fix that. I don't know why that's not working. Oh, the command block broke. Okay. Yeah, ignore that. I'll patch that later. But yeah, then we got play. So once you hit that button, you'll be sent to this room, which is about 5 blocks away. You can see out into the deck. I guess you can call that a deck, and see the gray open field of commands and andesite. I feel like andesite's a nice neutral color, not too harsh on the eyes, and the block is not too hard to look at. But yeah, so you at first have 0 XP when you spawn into the world, so you have to go to the first one. So that'll summon you to the easy level. I should probably also change your game mode. So easy, then medium, hard, and then absurd. So after you beat each level, you will get a certain amount of XP per correct answer. I think you should end up with 150 for the first one. I don't know why that's here. Why is that here? Okay. Well, yeah. So once you beat the first one, you'll have 150 XP, and then let me actually head all the way back just to that room. That way I can demonstrate what happens. So let's say you have no levels, but you do have 149 XP. You also happen to have a bottle of enchanting. You don't get this in the game, but yeah. So as you can see, once I cross that threshold of 150, this next one will unlock, and you'll be teleported to the medium section. So this one I believe is 10 points per completion or correct answer. This one I believe is going to be 25. This one will be 30, and then this one will be 100. That's way more than I think you'll need, and you don't lose your points after selecting a level. So I'll have to add, I'm gonna add like a sort of a gift shop where you can spend your points for completion and buy certain things that may or may not help you based on certain attributes. I have been working on a combat arena. So this little module right here, it's kind of messed up. Doesn't really work all too well. I'm still working on the logic and all the code. I guess you can say code. But pretend this would be a calcite. Pretend this would be like an option you can select. And then the option would be mangrove planks. And then it's wrong. Oh, you got it wrong. Oh no, you're teleported to an arena. You're given, I think it's a resistance like 99 for 5 seconds until you hit the ground. And then you're teleported and you're set into survival, or I mean survival mode. And then after a short amount of time, mobs will spawn, and then you have to survive for like 15 seconds or something. And then you'll be teleported back to the question you got wrong. Because I think that's funny. It's not supposed to be like challenging. It's kind of just supposed to throw you off guard. I'm not going to show you which ones it is, but let's say for instance it was this one, because I've already ruined it. So let's say it was somehow you pressed this one. This would teleport you to that arena, mobs spawn, you survive for about 15 seconds, and then teleports you back. And then, well, like, okay, well, shoot, that's not the right answer. This one. Hooray, you got it right. And then you do that. So that's basically what I've been up to. I don't know why there's so many gold blocks. That's odd. Alright. But yeah, I've been doing a lot of learning about commands and Googling how things work in command blocks. There's just a lot of things. I've also been learning quite a bit of trivia about Minecraft for, you know, making a trivia map. Don't read that. But yeah, idea board, very fun. And that's pretty much what I've been doing for the past few days, also surviving in Minecraft on my long-term survival world. But yeah, if you enjoy, make sure to let me know. Subscribe to the channel, like that video, and if you have any ideas on what else I should add, make sure to leave it in the comments and I will try to see if it's worthwhile. But yeah, thank you for watching. See you later.